So, good morning students, welcome to my channel Common Sense Explore. Today I will explain about distance versus time graph. Already I explained in the previous video. Just see, I have given an example question, the plot the distance versus time graph from the given table. The table is given here. Okay. Now see how to draw a graph from a given table. First, as I told you, if you have a graph paper, you can draw in a graph paper. But if you don't have a graph paper, just draw in a virtual graph. Means you have to create a graph. Okay. So first of all, if you have to create a graph means first draw an y-axis. This is called vertical line is called y-axis as I told you already, and this is called x-axis. Okay, so this is y and this is x. And now as I always tell you that time is a independent parameter, so always take in x-axis. Time should be taken in x-axis. So time in second should be taken in x-axis and distance always should be taken in y-axis. Okay, so distance I am taking in y-axis, distance in meter I am taking in y-axis. Okay, now you can see how to point out the actual point. Means from 0 to 10 each gap is 2. Just see, from 0 to 10, so maximum is 10, minimum is 0. 0 point is here already, you know, that is called origin. Okay, but 10 is here. 10 means maximum value, you have to choose accordingly. Means suppose I am taking this is 2, first one, next 4, 6, 8, 10, in this way. Okay, and in y-axis, distance axis, it is from 0 to 7, so maximum is 7. So be careful, here 1 is there, so here you can take 2 gaps because each gap is 2, but here you can take 1 gap. 1 gap means each gap is 1, it is 0, next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so in this way you can draw. Now next, as I told you, all the points already has been marked. All the point has been marked means you can write here, this is 0 point, then 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, done. Next, in y-axis, distance axis, 0 already done, 1, 5, 3, 1, 7. But you cannot write here 1, 5, 3, 5, 7 because it is the given data. So you have to, I have taken all the equal gaps as I told you, all gaps must be equal here also, all gaps must be equal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, now draw the vertical line in each point here and horizontal line in each point here. Okay, now just I am drawing here, you can see I am drawing some horizontal line. You can do with the help of a scale. Okay, so I have drawn few horizontal line from each and every point. Okay, here also I have drawn some vertical line also from point 2, from point 4, point 6 to make a virtual graph, point 8 and point 10. Is that clear? Now next part is very important. Next part is just see, at time 0 distance is also 0, so time 0 distance 0, that means this point. Okay, next at time 2 second distance is 1 meter, time 2 second distance is 1 meter. 2 second means time axis towards time axis 2 and towards distance axis 1 meter. This means this point. Okay, 2, 1. Now at time 4 second distance is 5 meter, time 4 second distance is 5 meter. This is the line of 5, just check, this is the line of 5 and this is the line of 4. So 4 and 5, where they will coincide? In this point. 4 and 5 coincide here. Just see 4, 5, so they are coincide here, so this point actually. Next is 6, 3. 6 means this is the 6 line and 3 line is this. So 6 and 3 coincide in this point. This is called 6, 3. And the next one, 8, 1. 8, 1. 1 means this is the line and 8 is this line. So they are coincide here. So it is called 8, 1 line. And next is 10, 7. 10, 7. 7 means here. Okay. So done. So that means point location has been done. Now what you have to do? Next is you have to draw the straight line. From 0, start from 0 means all the points you have to connect with the help of a scale. So from 0 to here connection. Next from here to here this connection, Okay, so this is the graph of this table. This is the graph of this table, and you can see here this graph is not a straight line, so that means this is called non-uniform motion. Okay, this is called non-uniform motion as the graph is not a straight line. So this is how you have to draw a graph. Okay. Good morning. In this video, the next kind of questions is given in here. So in the first video, as I told you, the table was given and you have to draw the graph. Now here graph is given, you have to make the table just opposite. Okay, how to make, just see. Very interestingly, in the first question, just see, this is the table time versus distance graph. Distance versus time graph is already given. Okay, now all the points has been located, everything is given. Now first question is calculate the speed at 8 second, 16 second and 20 second. Means they are asking speed at particular time interval. Means at 8 second, you can see here this is 8. Okay, so at 8 second, what is the speed? You have to take in this way. This is in this graph, this is called 8 second. Now in 8 second, what is the speed? Speed means distance by time. Now first calculate at 8 second what is the distance travel. This is the point, so distance travel is 5. So at 8 second distance travel speed, I am writing directly. You can understand. Okay, speed means distance by time. Okay, so here distance is at 8 second is 5 meter. Just see, this is the point and this is called 5. So for distance is 5 meter and time taken is 8. So 5 by 8 meter per second. Very easy and interesting also. Okay, if you can understand. So first at 8 second this is the speed. Next is at 16 seconds. Next question. At 16 second, what is the speed? What is the 16 point here? 16 point is this point is 16, and at 16 point, what is the distance travel? This is the point, so distance travel is 10. So 10 by 16. Distance by time is called speed. So at 16 second, speed equals to distance by time at 16 second. Distance travel is 10 because this point is here. So this is 10. So 10 by 16. If you cancel, you can cancel here, no problem. But this is meter per second. This is how you have to solve the speed in each time interval. Okay, now at 20 seconds you can calculate the similar way. At 20 seconds, this is 20 seconds with this point is 20, and what is the distance travel? Distance travel is this point means 15. So at 20 second, speed is equals to distance by time. Distance is 15 and time is 20, so 15 by 20 meter per second. Do you understand? Very easy and interesting also. Okay, so from the graph you can calculate speed also. From the graph, only graph is given, you have to calculate speed, suppose. So this is the way you have to solve. Okay, the next question, in which time interval the body is not moving? In which time interval body is not moving means body is in rest position. So now tell me why it should be rest. As I told you in the previous video that any line parallel to x-axis means the body is in rest. Okay, any line parallel to x-axis means body is in rest. Now you can see here from this graph where you can get a parallel line with the parallel line which is parallel to x-axis. Only this part. Can you see here from this point to this point? This particular small line is parallel to x-axis because it is a x-axis. Okay, and this line is parallel to x-axis. So that means in which time interval the body is not moving. Not moving means it is in rest. Okay, so not moving means it is rest. Rest means that from answer will be from 8 second. I am writing here in small. Okay, 8 second to 12 second. So 8 second to 12 second, this is the answer. This is the answer. From 8 second to 12 second, body is not moving, means body is in rest position. Okay, next, come to the next question. What type of motion occur during 12 second to 20 second interval? From 12 second to 20 second means this is 12 and this is 20. Please remember, whenever there is a time mentioning here, don't consider the other time. Only consider the mentioned time only. Here 12 second and 20 second. So this is 12, this is 20. So what type of motion occurs? Can you see from the graph? 12 to 20, it is a straight line, and as I told you, straight line means uniform motion. So answer will be uniform motion. The question is what type of motion? The answer will be uniform motion. So that means from the given graph you can solve any kind of problem, right? This kind of problem. And the next, write down the table in a tabular form. Means this whole graph you have to make a table in the previous, like a previous one. So you have to make a table in this way. You can take here distance in meter and time in second Done. Now can you see here, this is a point, so just find out the point. This is the point 0 0 0 comma 0 means at time 0 distance is also 0. Done. Next point is this point, time is 4 and distance is 10, so this is 4 comma 10 line, so at time 4 distance is 10. Done. Next, at time 8 distance is 5, at time 8 distance is 5. Done. Next, at time 12 distance is 5. Just see, distance is not changing, that's why from 8 to 12 is a rest position. I have written here in the second question, in which time interval, 8 second to 12 second. Okay, and the next, from at 16 second the point is 10, so that means distance travel is 10, and the next in 20 second the distance travel is 15. So this is how you have to solve the tabular form from the given graph. Okay, so this is all over the questions.